Well, hi babies, hi cuties, hi my little darlings, my little schmuckums. Hi. I hope this video finds you well. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Whenever you find it, it is the right time because it is timeless. And please use your own discernment and intuition. I will never reach out to you for personal readings because I'm not doing them, and I would never do that anyway. Okay? All right, let's get into it. My little darling boos. All right, so we have the Four of Swords, the Shadow card, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So we have the Five of Pentacles. So with that Four of Swords, there needs to be, rest, rejuvenation. But you're getting the sign here with this Five of Pentacles, like you're almost there to, like you're supposed to push through. I'm getting like, say you're like super tired and you have to get this chore done, but you're like, oh, I just want to relax, like I'm just so tired. There needs to be like finding priority and like what actually needs to be done. With that Shadow card, that could be a self-sabotaging technique that your shadow does to like make you tired, and because there's like this fear of failure, or your ego is like, whoa, what comes after this though? Because I'm used to this routine, I'm used to being this way. If you start doing this, then that means things are changing. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, there might be a fear of failure around success, monetary gain, that type of thing. It's super unconscious because like obviously consciously we all like want money, right? We all want like a good life. But there's like this self-sabotaging habit that comes up. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles upright and the Eight of Swords upright. All I'm hearing is like, don't blow your load too soon. Like, don't give up too soon. Don't overexert yourself too soon. But I'm also seeing with this Five of Pentacles of like, keep pushing until like through this cold, through this discomfort. Like, don't just give up because you're so close. Nine of Wands in reverse. I'm getting if you don't like push through this last, like, I'm just getting like your shadow, your unconscious, your ego, these hidden parts of yourself, these operations that you're unaware of within yourself from wounding and stuff like that, are pushing, or this operation system causes you to get tired or like want to give up right before you have this big manifestation, because you're impatient. And obviously, like, we're all like, bro, is this gonna happen or not? There's also this fear of like, oh shit, if I actually get this, like, what happens next? So it's this like fear of failure, like, what if I lose it, what if I mess up, whatever it is. Because there's a lot of responsibility that comes with these things that you desire, and this fatigue, this, oh, I need to rest, I need to give up, or maybe this isn't it. Like, with this Four of Swords, that's like the funeral card sometimes. And he's, obviously coming out of a coffin, or whatever you want to call that. Like, you're deading it before it actually has time to come to fruition, because of this unconscious wounding happening, this unconscious operation that's running, this program that's running behind the surface. And it's from an unhealed wound, with that Nine of Wands in reverse. I'm seeing this homie like staying, it's like you gotta walk through the flames to get cleansed, right? And you're like, shit, that's gonna burn, man. Like, I don't know about that. You're being asked to go walk through the maybe risk getting burned to walk through the flames, to get this cleansing, to get free yourself with that Eight of Swords, free yourself from that imprisonment, this self-sabotaging that happens anytime you want to manifest something, or bring something to fruition, of whatever, however you want to phrase it. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. I'm also getting that there's like, if you don't have like this worry, this anxiety, whatever it is, that you're so used to like worrying, you're so used to like being concerned about something. Like, I'm used to being worried about money, I'm used to being worried about my next move, whatever it is. There's this like addiction to it, because as soon as you have this moment of not worrying, there's like this void of you're feeling something missing, because that anxiety, that fear, that worry took up so much space that you fill the void, and you're like, whoa, something's missing, I need to do something, like, oh shit. And so then there's like that fatigue and that self-sabotaging, because you're feeling that emptiness, and it's uncomfortable. Even though it was something not good for you, you're still missing the space it took up. It's uncomfortable to have that void space, that emptiness, rather than the feeling of anxiety or whatever, worry. So then there's, this is when your ego steps in, or your shadow steps in, of, well, we'll give you something to worry about, like, so we can sabotage and go back to feeling that again. And we have the Death card. So it's time when you're not having those worries, and this is super unconscious. So it's definitely something to observe within yourself, and like watching how you move, because there's something that needs to be released and let go, like dead something within yourself. Shed that, so you can quit these self-sabotaging techniques of like giving up too soon, or getting fatigued and being like, well, fuck it then. Even though like you're right there, but you can't see it. Like, say these people are in a blizzard, they can't see where the oasis is, because it's, the weather got too intense and tumultuous, that they can't see it. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's this, it's literally like you blocking your own fertility, blocking your own creativity. And this needs to, it's like you'll stop nurturing yourself, you'll stop like hyping yourself up, feeding yourself, doing these things that keep you going as a way to stop the progress. And it's super unconscious because like on the surface, unconsciously, you want this thing, you desire it, you think about it all the time. But there's this fear of, failure or whatever it is, like what if I lose it? What if this, what if that? Because you don't want to get hurt. Two of Pentacles in reverse. And that could be a relationship, family, money, job, whatever item. You're losing weight, getting fit, whatever goals you have. This fear of like, oh, well, what comes with it? What if I don't do it right? What if, so then, to avoid that hurt of disappointment, you just don't do it. Like you just give up before it comes. You don't push through that fatigue, that hard stuff. Because there's this fear of, oh, well, shit, if this doesn't work out, like, then what? Like, how is that going to feel if I fail? So it's like I'm seeing this dude is like dropping the pentacles while he's supposed to be like, juggling them, practicing, whatever. He just gives up his practice, his, little training to just give up because he gets overwhelmed. He's too sore, or, it got too tough. And he's like, oh, like say he's just practicing juggling like two pentacles, and he tried a third one, and then it was too hard, and he didn't like failing or being bad at it or whatever came with that, practicing, whatever, training for it. And so he just gave up because there was that fear of like embarrassment, all of that. It's like, well, I'm just going to avoid this because I don't want to fail at it. All right, so what's the advice in all of this? We have the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. So knights are movement. And so we have the Knight of Wands, that's like fearlessness, adventure, creativity. And the Knight of Cups is like romance, following your heart. Deep down you want this, and so you got to use the energy and the power of the Knight of Wands, which is like that fire, that passion, pushing through, pushing your body to its limits, whatever this looks like for you. And the Knight of Cups is like following your heart, using your intuition, despite what the 3D looks like. And I'm also getting with that Page of Cups in reverse is like, feed your ass a delusion if you need to get you to that point. So you're not just like in this depression and anxiety of like, oh, what if, like feed your ass that delusion. so you can push through this of like, though this is, there's only one option is winning, you know, that type of thing. Or what if I do win? What if this does work out for me? And that Knight of Cups is kind of the same thing, that dreaminess, following your heart, following your intuition, following the dream, letting your, how do you feel when you think about this thing you want to bring into fruition? Are you passionate? Do you really, really desire it? Despite like that fatigue and that, it's almost like your energy will, like, that shadow part of you will pull in bullshit to distract you, because there's this fear of failure, whatever comes with that. I have a 5:05 on my clock. So yeah, feed your ass a delusion. All right, babies, I love you so much. I thank you so much for your generous donations. I thank you for being here, watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. I thank you so much. I appreciate all of you for showing up and being here with me. All right, babes, love you. Bye.